Oh my goodness, come on. There it goes. Okay, if you happen to already be here, I'm gonna quickly do the ad for people as they show up. Don't worry right now. If you happen to already be here, you're not missing anything. I'm just pushing buttons, making sure everything is working. Go. Why does my microphone feel like it's so far away? Okay, so Twitch was working. What about YouTube's? It is working. Okay. Looks like everything is working. Yeah. Let's go ahead and pull the game up. Nap time already? Yeah, it feels like it. I woke up way too early this morning. I don't even know why. I just could not go back to sleep. I went to bed early last night. It's probably the reason. And it's like midday and I'm like, oh man, nap time. Oh, but we gotta stream. We must play games. So I guess we'll go do that instead of take nap. Probably a better use of my time. I'll probably wind up having one of those like midday naps where I, for some reason or another, take a nap and then feel like I can't wake up. It's almost like a sleep paralysis thing. You guys ever get that? It's like you're just laying on the couch snoozing, but you feel like you need to get up for one reason or another and you just cannot wake up. You could see yourself on the couch. I have weird dreams. Nap sounds good. I've had rubbish sleep all week. I feel like I've had rubbish sleep all week. And I've gone to bed early. I've honestly tried to, you know, get my sleep schedule taken care of and not be tired during the day. I cannot feel like... I feel like I can't get enough sleep. And yet I can't go to sleep. Does that make any sense? Woke up with a bad stomach after just a few hours. I've had a bad stomach trying to go to sleep. Like... acid reflux or something. Only not. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like upset stomach. I was fully expecting this game to have some sort of... I cannot believe these guys have done this. Why am I holding that? I've been here for 2 seconds and you guys broke my base. Of all the things, they broke my store? I can't believe you've done this. Can we have like a stream where we just all nap? You know? We'll put on some sort of long video with a very calm voice and we'll just all take a nap together. Nice to know how you doing. I'm trying to wait for Hune to show up, Mills. The thing got broken yesterday and I forgot to eat one. I completely forgot about it. Because it happened as soon as I started streaming and by the time people showed up I was kind of confused because my audio was messed up, the sound alerts weren't working, and everything else was messed up. Have a big call in Discord with cams and just have everybody take a nap while we watch something really boring to help us sleep. Yeah, can we just get Ben Stein going Bueller? Bueller. Just everybody take a nap. We'll call it the Great National Nap Day. Hey, dude. What you doing? Yeah, buff out. I'll take your medics. Got Nuka Cherry, but Nuka Cherry's not really that hard to find.
Emotional damage!
Yep, that's still a thing. I don't know why it's doing that.
What's up?
What's up? Yeah, I don't know why it's still doing that. It's acting like there's two sources of the exact same thing and there's not. Unless there is, and I don't know. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know why it's doing that. It sounds like it's loaded twice, yeah, but it's shut down in between, so it should definitely not be loaded twice. Here, how about I just delete that? Here, delete that. Delete that. Display capture. Okay. Okay, now, I have taken away every single instance of that. It should not work at all. Yeah. Okay. Now, if I do... No, my browser source is offline. Yes, I know. I did this on purpose because you're being weird.
That's for sure.
Let's see if I can fix it this time. Okay. Well, it should be working. Gonna test one. It's online. Volume. Is it doing it?
What a noob uninstall!
That sounded right to everybody, right? No echo. Okay. I apparently had to delete all of the things and then redo the entire thing all over again. Okay. Still large on screen. Okay. How am I still large on screen? The alerts pop up huge. Okay, gotcha. Huh. They should definitely not be doing that. Try that again. It's like, yeah, what if I don't, though?
What's up?
Okay, there we go. That looks about right, right? Yeah?
Hey, buddy. You look thirsty.
Okay.
Why don't you get hydrated?
Alright, so basically if you happen to be a streamer and you're trying to figure out what the heck happened, I had two different sources, but they were not on the same scene, and even though they were two different sources on different scenes, they were both still playing for some reason. I have no idea why that was working that way, but that's how it was working. Okay, I was fully expecting this game to update to fix some of the problems, but apparently, you know, it's probably going to be like 8 months before they fix any of the problems that they started. That's good. Nice. Okay, so... let me go grab these waters. Look, there's weather. You know that day we were chasing rain? Couldn't find it anywhere? There it is. Okay. Now, we did a whole lot of chasing stuff and things yesterday. Let me see if I can track all this stuff, just in case, so I'll know I did it. I said I wasn't going to work on any of this stuff, but whilst I'm just sitting here, I will work on some of it. The creation engine is a mess. It really, really is. They need to unpack and rebuild it or something like that. It's gotten kind of ridiculous. They just pile problems on top of problems without actually resolving any of the original problems. Whenever it comes to like a house and a garden, I completely understand how that's possible to keep doing over and over and over again, but at some point, the compounding problems really just take away from the entire experience, and you just gotta put a group, since they've got like 5 studios, 6 studios, all of Microsoft back behind them. They need to take a crew and say, here's the creation engine, unwind it, and fix it. And they should just have a set of people doing that, and only that. And one more. There we go. Rude. Let's go to the weapon that we actually have all the ammo for. I was just gonna drop all the books because I don't need them. Vault 94 is full of Mirelurks, exactly, because the creation engine is built on Gamebro, which is already buggy as hell. And they built so many different things on it, and forced it to do things it probably shouldn't have done. Fish in the ash heap, enemies in the ash heap, craft any chems, craft ammo. Take a picture. Take a picture? Okay. Fast travel as soon as the ghouls stop looking at me. Hey, Richie. Mandy, how you doing? Well, at least we undid all of the craziness that the Windows update completely messed up about the stream. It's very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. What am I gonna goof off with today? We are just gonna, that's it, that's where we're gonna goof off. And we're gonna take a nap. This is sad. I actually slept well last night. Which might be part of the problem. I slept well and I woke up early, which I should not have woken up early. There is... This is 100% exactly how my entire day has gone so far. Open the door. Through the glass, obviously. Why didn't they just cut this piece out instead of giving us another loading screen? It's just a mild curiosity. I know they want the big vault door opening, but it just seems kind of silly. It's just an extra loading screen. Immersion? Yeah. Yeah. That's some... Tasty immersion you got going on there, game. Tasty immersion. Good grief. We're gonna have so much meat by the end of this. For every vault door, there's a summer camp shelter that teleports you into the void of space and time with a perfect weather. Yes. 100%. Uh-oh. Grim. He's grim? Why is he so grim? Does he need a nap too? Guys, I don't think we've been inclusive enough with our nap time. We need to bring the Mirelurks with us. They're getting grouchy. Last thing we want is some grouchy Mirelurks. There's like 65 or 0. There's no in between. Dude, come here. Straight through his back, you know? I always get lost. Bleh. Lost in this place. Because I want to get down to where the... I hear somebody else. Oh. I was shooting through your back, straight to your stomach. I want to get down to where the Gek is, and I always get turned around in this place. Back when this was a freaking mission, that didn't change anything. Still got lost in here. Hello, housekeeping. Mills, how you doing? Speaking of which, for yesterday, because I didn't do it, it is Skittles Gummies Fuego. Hold on. You're ruining the moment. No, stop! Stop. Holy crap. Just kill him. Kill him. Okay, or shoot next to him, that's fine. I actually did not want to shoot you, dude. Okay, now that all that panic is done. I just accidentally dumped all of those on the floor. Well, not all of them. There's still a bag. A little bit of bag, but... I have like 15 of them on my floor now. Oh. That's gonna be a thing I have to clean up later. Oh my goodness. Oh. He just finished the Grimm stories. He's feeling emo and angsty. Oh no. Oh no. That was not the challenge. Dumping them on my floor was not a challenge. Oh no. Oh no. Mandy, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Oh man. Why is... I feel like... my head has shrunk. Maybe. I don't think it's actually shrunk. I think I'm just having weird times. No. Weird times indeed, dude. I hear somebody else. Oh. Maybe it should be a carousel to fit the carnival theme of the game? Yes. 100%. This is like everything you expect if you were to go to the Disney version of Fallout. Hi! The only thing they really don't offer that you would probably get at a, like, carnival version of something or another is, like, snacks. I mean, your character can get snacks, but you can't have snacks. And I like snacks. I like snacks, guys. I'll be honest with you, I like snacks. Pressurization. Yep. I'll wander around again looking for the freaking Gek. And I'm back in the main room again. You know, I know for security reasons you probably wouldn't put that on a sign, but for freak's sake, can we please have a sign that just says Gek this way in the main atrium? I was just here too. Cool. Okay. You know, honestly, if he's Grimm's and he's Grimm because of the Grimm fairy tales, it's pretty hardcore. The Grimm fairy tales were actually kind of, scary. Disney versions of them watered them down a whole lot. Ghoul to Ghoul could convince her accountant side. Make my wife let me retire already. We can call it even. Oh, no. No. Retire? Retire from what? The game? No, you're not allowed to ever leave this game. You have to live here. What are you talking about? And if you try to resist, you get tied to a chair. And your eyelids are taped open and... well, basically everything that happens in Outlast Trials happens to you when you don't want to play the game. Where's... obviously I keep going in somewhat the right direction because I keep running into bad guys, so... hang on, wait for it. This just loops around, right? Yeah. Jeez. It's a stairwell. East generator. Voltage regulator. I have been here before. This is not the hallway you were looking for. Atrium. Not towards the atrium. Condenser, stairwell. I feel like it's off here. But I've already been down here like 3 times. You know what? I fully 100% believe that the people who designed the roads in Atlanta, Georgia are the ones who built this vault. I don't want to go up. I want to go down. I think. If you live in Georgia, you'll know. Or if you've had to travel through Georgia, you'll know. There's a reason why they call it, like, Spaghetti Junction, or whatever the heck it is that they call it. Yeah, this just goes upstairs. Do you have to go up and to go down? Is that when those things that you have to go up to go down? Engineering Council. Another bad guy. Residential, which we can't go to. Okay, I mean, as long as I'm still fighting bad guys, I don't really care. I care if you slap me in the back. Back to the atrium. Okay. Just say no to Atlanta travel. Yes, 100%. 100%. It's meant to be confusing. Peachtree goes everywhere. All roads are Peachtree. All of them. If there's a new road that is paved and constructed and whatever in Atlanta, they're going to call it Peachtree 9 times out of 10. They go everywhere. They are everything. You're not allowed to name it anything else. And I would be willing to bet, like 100%, there's not a freaking peach tree in all of Atlanta. What is this? Greenhouses. Oh, we haven't been over there yet. Nobody in there. That's got to be at least 1 or 2 new bad guys, right? Hello. Seed bank. You got a bad guy? Yes. Did he just slip and fall? I think he did. That Fuego Skittle is still hurting the back of my throat. I have officially killed all of the Mirelurks I need to kill, but I still never found the Gek room again. I have no memory of this place. How did I manage to go through all of there and still never find the greenhouses? I have been here. Holy crap. Okay, I'm done. I am not allowing you to what do you call that? Corrupt my brain anymore. Firecrackerberry. Let's go to the mini golf. You know what's at the mini golf? Deathclaws. Is there loot in the Gek room? No, just a whole lot more bad guys I could shoot. Does Georgia have good peaches or something? It is the official tree fruit of Georgia, the Georgia peach. Most of the peach tree orchards are middle to southern Georgia, not up in Atlanta. I'm sure they probably have some groves in the surrounding area, but not in Atlanta. Obviously, I mean, it's a city. Why would you put a grove in the middle of the city? But, yeah, it's the official one. Mini golf. You were joking? Ah. And Liz's favorite, data centers. Oh my god. Honestly, I have never seen such headlong... What do you call it? Like, there's gotta be a word for it. You know, when you see an animal intentionally run at a vehicle, and it does happen. For those of you who don't drive, it does happen. There's plenty of times a squirrel is just like gone all the way across the road, is perfectly safe, and then as a car drives by, it runs back underneath the car for no reason. That's what I feel like they're doing with data centers. They know it's going to ruin everything, but they are running straight at it. For no reason, nothing that makes any sense. I mean, even if you take into account just on the back it up, let me... I don't know. Let me try to sell this idea to a toddler kind of mentality. To say that the prolonged pursuit of data centers in the process will make us a whole lot of money because we're going to get grants, tax exemptions, money's going to change hands, which means, you know, you could probably skim a little bit off the top and make deals and stuff like that. Even with all of that, by the end of it, will be a 100% net negative to whoever gets stuck with the bill. But all of them are so willing to jump on this horse, almost as bad as every single broke person lining up at the gas station trying to get themselves a lottery ticket, hoping that they're going to be the one to actually break $1 billion. They are no better than. I mean, they are just as bad. Whenever it comes to financial decisions, it's just for some reason people just keep throwing money at them like somehow or another it's going to work. And 9 out of 10 of them, it's going to fail. They're just better salesmen, I guess. I don't know. But whenever the guy that's in charge of NVIDIA, have you guys listened to him talk? He's worse than, like, one of the worst content creators that I have seen, like, streaming. The way that they talk, their cadence, the sense that they make. He sounds worse than them. And I'm like, how is he selling things? How is he talking them into things? I don't understand. Does he have something on them? I don't get it. Oh, we're not losers. We didn't wake up losers. And I'm like, oh my god. How many swirlies does he get as a kid? Seriously. He had swirlies. He had swirlies, guys. I don't even understand it. It just hurts my brain thinking about it. Alright, come on, dude. You're gonna come over here and whoop my booty. Oh. Nope, I want, there. It's not gonna let me up there. Not you. You. Seriously, that was a lot of damage. And where the hell did he just go? The next generation will be stuck with the bill? Probably. They're going to be stuck with all of the buildings that house practically nothing, kind of like our generation was stuck with all the textile mills. It's kind of ridiculous. So many empty mills, so many lost jobs that our generation was stuck with because other generations sent all the textile manufacturing overseas. Hell, we had 2, 3 textile mills that in the last, I don't know, 10 years maybe, they finally got fully disassembled. Like, they were taking bits and pieces of it down. They even used some of the bits and pieces for The Walking Dead and... what was that one? One of the Hunger Games, I've already forgotten which one it was. One of the Hunger Games filmed around the remnants of one of the textile places right before they finished tearing it down. It's going to be like that. Only they're going to price so many people out of just like normal things in the process of doing it. Oh, there you are. I can't... He's out there in the fog. He does not appreciate me being way up here because he can't hit me with a big old rock. Deathclaws run away when they can't reach you. Yeah, it's kind of silly because they can hit you with like some sort of stone from a mile away and kill you in one hit, but you get up on top of a building and they have to throw up at you? It's not fair, man. Totally not fair. There he is. The steel industry in Alabama and Pennsylvania was sent overseas. All of the vehicle industry went overseas. Everything went overseas. It's basically kind of the exact same thing. In order for companies here to make more money, they had to send it overseas. Now, in order for big business or tech industries to make money now, they can't just send it overseas because they already sent it overseas. So how do you make more money? You put everything on a subscription, including and up to just basically owning basic computer components to do your own thing. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Okay. All of my AP is gone. I was watching a video of a lady that I've never seen any of her videos, but she was talking about the enshittification of certain businesses, and she made a very valid point that at a certain point they have to enshittify their stuff. There's nothing else that they can do. And she used the, like, Apple phones and stuff like that. She used those as a prime example of what she was talking about. It's like, at a certain point, you can't really innovate your way to a bigger market. Like, at a certain point, people have got, like, the best camera, the best apps, the best new thing that you could put on your phone or do with your phone. You've got all of it. You can't really do anything else. So, at that point, what do they do next? Well, they can offer you subscriptions, they can give you ads, or they can start making the product worse, so you have to invest in a better version, like certain phone batteries going bad after a certain amount of time, or certain updates that get pushed, slowing your phone down. They slowly make it worse, thereby forcing you to buy the new one. So they have to make their products worse. Planned obsolescence in order to force you to continue to buy, because they no longer make money off of products, they make money off of the stock market, not the products that they sell. The stock market is the new where the big money is. And that stock market is what pays for people to have, like, retirements and everything else like that. And the only way for that to work is for a green line to go up. And I was like, you know, I never actually thought about it that way. But she's right. Innovation can only go so far. At some point, they just have to make their product worse, thereby forcing you into the next thing that they have. Because back then, I don't know how old everybody here is, but I know at some point, one of you have got to have had a relative that had a refrigerator that lasted for like 15 years, right? Refrigerators that just last forever and ever, or a washing machine and dryer that just lasts forever and ever. It's just, you might have to fix one thing, you might have to tweak something, but for the most part, it just continued working. 40-year-old washer and dryer still works. New 5 years felt. Yes. We've worked with limited means for a long time. I usually went to Rent-A-Center to go get our appliances. I would rent something, and then as soon as I got my taxes for that year, I would finish paying it off. Less than 2 years later, whenever the warranty runs out, conveniently, whatever it was that I bought broke, and I'd have to go do it again. It's like, I distinctly remember my mom and them having a refrigerator we never replaced. Never had to replace it. And it's like, they intentionally make their stuff bad, so you have to buy new ones. 100% there needs to be regulations on stuff like that. They won't do it because, you know, capitalism and stuff, but once all, like, you get... What are some of the refrigerators and stuff, like Whirlpool, GE, all of them, once all of the companies start doing the same thing... Oh. Once all of them start doing it, then you don't really have an option to opt out of the enshittification of your stuff and things. It's all of the companies are doing the same thing. I'm gonna go pick a fight with a big bad guy. Hello. Here he comes. That sucks sometimes, I'm telling you. Finish refilling it. One ammo is not doing crap as that's pissing something off. Oh. Okay. Make a lot of noise. Do we want to go make a lot of noise? Let's go play some music, guys. Let's do it. Grandma's washboard still works good. That's true. Have you guys seen the new tent? Yeah, the new tent looks cool. Sadly, all of the tents are on Fallout First. Literal ice box. I bet it would work if I threw a block of ice in it. Yeah. This update is underwhelming. It kinda is, yes. And it makes it worse. The only way you can really interact with it is to spend a lot of time in your map. Don't you want to spend a lot of time looking at your map? Come on. Don't you want to look at your map? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Invite me to a team? Oh. Oh. Hang on, I'm joining... Brett, you join... us. There we go. I guess. Hang in? Not sure how to do this. There we go. I don't really want to play the music. Here. I will beat on this, I guess. Yeah, the update is underwhelming. It also, the way that you interact with the update is underwhelming. You have to basically be staring at your map. Then you have to wander around for a long time looking for it. There's no way to get the... Okay. Okay, okay. That's fine, I'll tank it. I'll 1v1 them while I'm playing a drum with my hand tied behind my back. Good grief. Sure, I'll take all that. Anyway, it's also the fact that the update doesn't really work. It doesn't mesh with previous things, like how many of these events and updates actually... How do you even describe this? How do you describe it? I was watching Rifle Gaming, and he launched a nuke on top of one of the infestations, and it killed the bad guys in there, obviously. But he was like, it would be interesting if we could nuke an area and an infestation happen in it just to see what would happen to the bad guys. And it's like, it would be really cool if these events tied in with the nukes in some way to where you could intentionally amp all of your events up without negating the event happening, like accidentally taking out the bad guys. You want to amp the bad guy up, not take out the bad guy. You want to make it more difficult and, you know, possibly cause yourself more problems or whatever, but it doesn't work that way. So the mechanics don't play well with each other, I guess. It would be nice if they did. And me personally, I don't want to sit here and just stare at the map. That's not the fun thing. Laws being put in place to have parts available to fix stuff as well as schematics and devices to be able to support my phone. It has minimum of 7-year support. They need to have stuff like that here. The problem is, as per usual, a lot of the people who are in charge either are too old to understand tech devices at all, like they're still using flip phones, or they're using smartphones the dumbest way possible, and they don't even understand things like how TikTok works and how internet works, and for them to actually be... Seriously, don't take this offensively, Brett. How on earth does your parliament understand things that are going on in the tech world, and yet our government can't figure that stuff out? I don't understand it. I mean, I have no idea if you guys have a whole lot of young people inside y'all's parliament, but even the people that seem like my age or whatever and have at least a tiny bit of understanding of technology seem like they have lost their damn minds when it comes to working with internet stuff. It's like, oh, this TikTok. Do you have to be online to use this TikTok? And it's like, are you freaking serious? They get whole groups of people together that they're like, here, let's have a conversation about the fact that TikTok is owned by what our government considers the bad guy, for lack of phrasing. I don't know what the actual terminology that our government views China as. They don't like the idea that China could collect all this information on American citizens and work over here, so they had like this big debate, and they put the dumbest people on the entire debate stage talking about it. They didn't even understand what it was. It was actually cringeworthy listening to the conversation they were having about it. Wow. I'm the only one who kept the uh-oh. Bigfoot? Anybody got eyes? Oh, there he is. They simply don't. They really don't. I don't understand how you get into something like that. It's like our country wants to be the first in this AI bubble thingy that they're working on, and they don't even understand the internet. They can't even have a legitimate conversation about social media. And we want them to make rules over, like, planned obsolescence, the ability to, like, when they cancel games and stuff like that, leaving them in a playable state. Things like Adobe can't just sit there and say, you know what, you know that program that you bought a long time ago? Yeah, well, now it's a service, and the program that you bought with the intention of being able to use it for life, you can't use that anymore. They can't. We want them to make regulation on that, and they will never understand it. It can hit now? Oh yeah. When was it never able to hit? Huh. I'm not sure if they upped the amount of damage, but yeah, he's always been able to hit. He whooped my butt a couple of times. Uh-oh. Gotta make sure you're not going face to face with the dude, you know? Refill the weapon! Oh my goodness. There we go. There we go. California is trying to get a bill passed, basically stop killing games. Yeah. It seems odd that a whole lot of places aren't doing the same thing. It took California stepping up and doing it. I'm kind of glad at least one state's actually thinking about it. Orange Mentats, yum. Uh, 15% chance to reload instantly when bashing. Ugh.
Why don't you get hydrated?
Ugh. Okay. Okay. I think the US just only looks at tech as making money, but I don't know. It just feels like getting too much into politics for you. The thing is talking... I think a lot of companies and a lot of content creators and everything else like that turn these conversations into politics instead of talking about the topics. I don't give a damn which side of the political spectrum, the full spectrum. Consumer awareness and everything is an all over the political spectrum concern. And someone saying, oh, you're this you're this side of politics, or you're this side of politics, or you're... It's a way of shutting down people from having the conversation that needs to happen, and they too easily get away with it. If they can put you on the other team and make you the bad guy for talking about this one item that everybody is concerned about, they don't have to address the problem. It's just an easy way of handling it. Don't address the concern we have for politics. Let's say you belong on this other side of the political spectrum, and therefore we can just hate on you instead of talking about the problem. It's a common problem we have. That's the reason why nothing ever happens. As long as they can say it's somebody else's problem or you belong to such and such group, we can't talk about it. How dare you bring it up? Poison resist effective. I don't need that. I don't need that. Don't need that. %50 damage. Okay. Don't necessarily need nor want that particular one, but I also don't want to wear it. So... Luis Rosman feels like keep it on target about the conversation. You signed the thing? Nice. Yeah. I think it's very easy for topics in America to become political when in reality they're not actually political. It's just a way of diverting away from the problem. And to be fair, the people who benefit the most, like whenever you talk about these tech folks, there is a push right now for the conversation about AI to become political, because so long as people are talking about the politics of AI, they're not talking about the problems and concerns, legitimate concerns people have with AI and the infrastructure around it. So long as these dudes, who are snake oil salesmen at best, can divert the conversation away from that stuff and make it about politics so they can point fingers at the different sides of the political spectrum, we don't have to have those conversations. At some point, I don't know when, at some point, people are going to see around that and start having the conversations that are going to make people uncomfortable. And I am all for it, just like the whole gaming thing. I am 100% done with AAA gaming, making live service games, amping everything up, throwing a whole bunch of money downwind, throwing out 10 ideas, all of them crap, and then saying as long as one of them survives and we can keep it alive for a year, we're going to make our money back off of all these microtransactions and everything else like that, and it's fine. Because then we can just drop it and move on to the next thing like they just did their laundry, and they don't have to worry about any of the mess or any of the lost money, or in Sony's case, them passing the cost of increasing, like, what is it for whenever you want to play online with a PlayStation now? Is it PlayStation Plus or something like that? They increase the price on that. They increase the price on their consoles, the whole thing across the board, but they just keep throwing money at live service games that nobody wants and wonder, why does nobody want to pay for this? And then they increase the prices and don't understand why. Why are people so upset? I don't understand. It's probably because you just threw away a ton of money. If they look at the long run and say, okay, well, if we make a live service, we have to continue to support it. Is it worth doing that? I think that would stop a whole lot of the throwaway crap that they've been doing. I am 100% there for that. I want them to stop wasting things. Wasting time, wasting resources, wasting patience. I used to love PlayStation, guys. I used to absolutely adore PlayStation. Not anymore. What the heck is Roger's reserved beer? Oh, it helps with charisma. There is no helping my character. My character has -0 charisma. -0? That's not even a thing. I have -10 charisma. Set bonus. Solar arm. Nocturnal leg. Xbox has spent basically this whole generation getting ruined by Microsoft, yeah. They're slowly realizing live service doesn't work, but aren't changing fast enough, yeah. I think the only thing that's good about the whole letting the market situate itself, aside from they don't regulate the bad end of it on the other side, the whole it regulating itself on one side is I think most people by now have realized how bad the live service loop is and have walked away from it, and now AAA is having to try and course correct, but of course the Titanic couldn't move fast enough. AAA gaming is slowly failing because they can't course correct fast enough to avoid some of the serious repercussions that they are walking themselves into. Wow, my armor is beat up. What did I do? Obviously not take a nap. I've been beating my stuff up. Hopefully they can course correct on some of the ones that we grew up with, like Bethesda. I'm very upset. I'm hurt. I am in utter despair at the actual state of Bethesda right now. The whole thing. I'm hoping they can course correct. I don't know that they can because there's such a big business now.
I'm alive. I'm alive.
And they have got a small reply as to why I'm not really willing to make a new tune. Oh, Richie, that's fine. There's a lot of people who aren't really willing to make another character, but if they want to encourage people to make another character, they have to give them incentive to do it. You can't just expect people to put 6,000 hours into a character. If you're wondering what he's talking about, I put a video out on yesterday talking about this update and my opinions about Fallout 76 as a whole whenever it comes to... This is an MMO. It may not be a mega world thing with 5,000 people in it, but it is an MMO. It's an online live service game, and one of the things that they have failed to do is give people a reason to go back and play new characters because they lack new characters. They also lack intrinsic interest in doing new character stuff. Basically, like the ghoul was subsurface stuff. We get a new area where you can go and be a ghoul and you can change your costume, but there's not anything like... There's not a vendor there, there's not individualized missions that you can go do, there's nothing specifically... There's not even dailies that you can go do for them. There's nothing in that area you can do of interest at all. Aside from the original mission to get turned into a ghoul. It's very, very shallow. Whenever you go online and you play a game like World of Warcraft and stuff like that, if you change your race, there's things that you do that are actually attached to your race, attached to your like the area, your class, your what am I trying to say here? Your clan, even in Morrowind, if you were in Thieves Guild or Mages Guild, there were things that were interactions between the guilds that made a difference. Like in Morrowind specifically, if you were part of the Mages Guild and you went become part of the Thieves Guild and the thieves had you join forces to steal something from one of the mages, there was an interaction there. The fact that there is not an interaction of any sort between these races other than, oh, they don't like you, so go put a sack on your head, but there's not actually a consequence to you being a ghoul, is kind of messed up. They don't give you a reason to make a secondary character. They just don't. I want them to make any character that had any sort of intelligence. They need to make that as a race that you can play in this game. Give people a reason to play something different to make a secondary character. If they don't do that, they are going to lose Fallout 76. Has the big bad guy already been found? No? I guess so. The reason being is because you've got new people here. They interact with the earlier missions that are not good, and then they get to the later missions and realize, well, it's a raid, and that's really the only thing you have left to do at the end. There's not even enough interest and enough diversion to what you can and can't do because of the race that you change out to become. Good grief. What the heck? Oh, there we go. Are they... Are we up here? It's like, can you imagine if you started at the game, you decided to become a ghoul, and you couldn't do the Brotherhood stuff? Some people would get angry, but that's only because they've been handed a, what do you call that? Todd's version of playing the game. He's like, he didn't want to punish anybody for the decisions they made during a game, but the thing is those decisions make replayability. If you take it away, you take away their reason for wanting to replay. Could I have done it differently? Does it change anything? Is the story different? How much interest, how much do you get back for changing your decision here? And should I go back and have just like a secondary character, you know? Okay. If you were a super mutant, you wouldn't be able to walk around in the Brotherhood area with a sack over your head and pretend you were just a regular person. You would actually have to have consequences. But if the super mutants had their own town where they could pick up their own missions and their own stores and their own whatever, they wouldn't feel like they were shortchanged. They would feel like they had made a decision to interact with the game in a different way. That was my idea. If they don't give you enough of a reason, then why would you do it, you know? Elder Scrolls 6 to come out so they can make money on paid mods. See, the thing is I 100% don't think that Bethesda has Elder Scrolls 6 in them. I don't think they can do it. And I 100% don't think they can do it. I don't think they have the chops. I don't think that they have the writers or the world builders that they had before, and they've got way too many extra people that just, like, self-insert into games nowadays. I know that there are some people who really like Starfield, and there are some people who swear by Skyrim, but I've been playing Skyrim, I've watched some Starfield, I'm not interested in Starfield. And this is from someone who likes space games. I loved the new Prey. Loved it. It was great. Starfield didn't even look interesting to me. So I like space games. From Oblivion... Well, from Morrowind to Oblivion to Skyrim, they dumbed the game down so much, it almost feels like it's not even in the same genre. I don't think that they have it in them to actually build a good game anymore. Or it's going to turn out like Starfield and Elder Scrolls. I would really prefer they not do that. Like, I'm cringing. Please don't do it. You're going to kill your company. Just wait. Just wait for a little bit longer until you go and find talent. I want them to go find talent. The guy that's doing their stories, whatever that dude's name is. Too many cooks in the kitchen? Yes. What's the dude's name who's like, got mad because in Fallout 4 they wrote a story for it, but everybody spent 15 minutes building or something like that? That dude, whatever that guy's name is. That guy? His only person that is above him in the company is Todd. That guy who is at the very top, 100% needs to go. He is the epitome of everything that is wrong with Bethesda. He feels like the story does not have to be deep because people are going to spend too long building things. They're not going to interact with your story, so why create a story? He is the epitome of everything that I'm talking about. Until his type of mentality is taken back out of Bethesda, they're not going to be able to do anything good. They're just not going to be able to. Emil, is that the guy? Shaved head, tiny bit of hair on top. If the conversation is there might be, will you choose to play a ghoul in the character creation? Did you start there in the town? Yeah. I mean, even if you chose to start as a human and then go through the transformation, because as far as I know right now, you have to be a level 50 in order to become this character. If you were to make it to where every character started as a human, came out of the vault, and chose to become one of those at level 50, because there is the ability to fast track your character to level 50. I mean, there's a lot of online games that do that nowadays because some people just don't want to go through that grind, and 0 to 50 is a bit of a grind, so I kind of understand. If they wanted to do that, and they became involved in these different communities or different maps or whatever they wanted to do, there is so much more to this world, and they're literally just showing us a speck of it with very little story to it in the most carnival version of it. If they gave us more races, actually fleshed it out. I mean, I'm kind of disappointed as a ghoul that I can't go back and at least have a trader. Or the most shallow thing, why don't we have dailies, you know, as a ghoul? Things we can go do as a ghoul that a human wouldn't go do, like maybe go do something in a highly irradiated area. A ghoul would be able to go do that, and humans wouldn't do that, usually. Or hell, even make it more complicated and have it to where there's an underground ghoul that's putting a sack over humans' heads and sending them into Radiant Springs. I mean, come on! They could tie in. Just make it a little bit more complicated, make it silly. I mean, the game's already silly. I mean, it's Carnival. It's Fallout Carnival. Right, it's based on his personal experience because he missed his family. Therefore, Fallout 3, you have to go looking for a parent. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm hoping the next Fallout does not have that at all. Honestly, Fallout 4 really pushed it. They really 100% did. I mean, don't get me wrong, I loved Fallout 4. The environment, I liked the extra color instead of the washed out version from Fallout 3. I know I'm probably like one of the few people who feel that way, but I liked the extra color. I loved the build stuff. I enjoyed it. But I don't like what we lost in the process of getting that. Like, the extra color, yay, that's kind of cool, and we got the ability to build, but because we got the ability to build our own towns, we lost towns that should have already existed. Actual small towns in the world. Instead of them building towns, we built towns. They didn't have to do it. We did it. I'm gonna go ahead and... Yeah, I don't want those either. I was playing around with those in the last one. They did not work out very well. Anyway, from Fallout 3, we had tons and tons of towns with tons and tons of stories you can interact with. With Fallout 4, you built your own towns, and every settlement needed your help. Every settlement needed your help. And then you leave the vault after having witnessed what feels like instantaneously to your character. What feels like your spouse having been shot in front of you and your child being taken away, and yet somehow or another you're gonna go become the leader of the Minutemen, build 5,000 settlements, go help a whole bunch of synths, and... Doesn't make sense. I did not finish doing what I was doing. Accuracy against... meant to actually read that. Anyway. I might hold on to that. I'm supposed to be building some armor for my character, and that might come in handy. I don't know. I'll take a look at it later on. You know, I did not rest or do any of my buffing anything before I got started. Hang on. Let me do that really quick. Fallout 1, gotta find stuff for the vault. Fallout 2, gotta find stuff for my tribe. Fallout 3, gotta find my dad. Fallout 4, gotta find my son. Fallout 5, gotta find my wife. My wife! Yeah, exactly. They just need to stop with that thing, you know? Fallout 3, they reused the Oblivion engine from Skyrim. Onwards, they tried proving people wrong about the engine, looking like crap, and half the resources went into new assets and upgrading it, doing upgrades. Ignore your kidnapped kid and murdered wife. Yep, that's Fallout 3. Fallout 4, sorry. Yes, exactly. Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, they just kind of phoned it in on the whole thing. And don't get me wrong, between Oblivion and Skyrim, Morrowind and Oblivion, the main storyline, the way you start, wasn't that different either. Both times you were basically a prisoner. One time you came in on a boat, you were still a prisoner. The other time, you were in a prison, but you were the chosen one that was in someone's dream. For reasons. So, I mean, it's not like they ventured very far in that one either, but at least your character wasn't... You were not tied to a thing that most humans would feel an urgency to go do. I mean, yeah, he's like, here's this thing that I want you to take and give it to my kid, and close shut the jaws of Oblivion, but you have no real attachment to this king. As far as you know, you're probably from a different location altogether. That's not even your king that just died in front of you and handed you this amulet that you had to take over. And yeah, you might have run into an Oblivion gate once or twice and saw the concern there, but it was never incumbent on you to be the one to fix that. You were just some nobody. Your spouse being killed in front of you and your child being taken is kind of an urgent mission, but you get so sidetracked, as if it's supposed to be the easiest thing in the world to get sidetracked. And don't even get me started if you don't actually play the male character in Fallout 4. It makes no sense. No sense if you play as Nora. Why would some dude who has lived inside of this world since he was little, this post-apocalyptic world, entrust a woman who has no military experience, no wasteland experience, no survival experience at all, and put her in charge of an infantry?
That's for sure.
None. Doesn't make sense. And yeah, I get it. That obviously means that you're supposed to be playing as the dude because that's standard, but still. I get it that Preston was supposed to be depressed and partially in the process of thinking he probably would be better off eating the other side of his laser pistol or whatever, but even if you choose the dude, he has war experience, but he doesn't have survival experience in the wasteland. Like, he just woke up. When he went to sleep, they had a handyman taking care of their house. Taking care of their kid, folding their laundry. They didn't even have to do dishes. Put him in charge of an infantry. In the apocalypse, dude probably didn't even know how to clean his own water. Well, he may have known how to clean his own water. Maybe. Maybe. They could have had a handyman do that too, you know? There's an active infestation going on, guys. Here, let's go to the Rose Room. So we get pointless visual upgrades that are 10 years behind everyone else, with an empty world with simplified definitions of attachments because the writer didn't know how humans behave, and the lead is too grumpy about having the engine he inherited being mocked for 20 years. Yeah, basically. Fallout 6 is going to be find your granddad. Yeah. They find your granddad and he has amnesia and he's walking around with someone's water chip. Oh, man. Just like take all of the old Fallouts and mush it together as one storyline and just have them go out and do that. And also have the main character who was shot in the head and left in the grave, you know? While he was looking for his granddad who walked off with the water chip that they needed and stuff. They were so angry about New Vegas, weren't they? So angry. As someone who didn't actually even play New Vegas, I feel like I've missed out. I mean, like, I played a little bit of it, but the world was so empty feeling, and there's like 5,000 types of ammo. Now that I've got a little bit more experience in varied types of games and different types of ammo, I don't feel quite so weird about it, but back then it just felt like it was unnecessary. I feel like I've missed out on story, though. Maybe it's over here. Wasn't it over here last time? Oh, jeez. Oh. Surviving a bullet to the head is too weak for Bethesda. Main character gotta survive a missile to the head. Yeah. Just realized something. When was the last time we got any type of story whatsoever? I don't know. As far as Fallout 76 goes, I don't expect them to ever go deep with this game. I wish they would. I wish that this had the same kind of dedication and sincerity as ESO, but I don't think it's ever going to get that. And I just don't think it's ever going to get that. It's always going to feel like a carnival, a nod to Fallout, but never actually a real Fallout game. It's always going to be the black sheep of the family. No one's ever going to consider it a Bethesda game. Which is kind of funny because Todd definitely thinks it's a Bethesda game. He 100% thinks it's a Bethesda game that is a Fallout game and that everybody loves it. It's like, and people are here because they just enjoy hanging out with each other and shooting things and being in the Fallout world. It's not because it's a good game, Todd. I'm sorry. I have become addicted to Psycho. You have no idea. Okay. So, big dude was not here? Okay. Or big dude is already dead because it's disappeared now. Cool. Alright. Well, that was a waste of power. Finger, don't do that. Sorry, my finger gets twitchy. It's not a good thing. I waste ammo that way. Some of us play to appease our superfan wives. The thing is it's... As a place to goof off, it'd be like the same as the carnivals in town. You're not taking it as a serious attraction. You're just going there to hang out, to socialize, to enjoy the environment, maybe to eat some cotton candy or something like that, but it's not imperative that you join in if you don't really want to or whatever. You just don't take it seriously. Just like the Renaissance Festival. I had a horrible time this year, but it was so bad it was kind of funny, and I will probably be telling the story of this particular Renaissance Festival for years to come. But it's not going to stop me from enjoying the concept of being at a Renaissance Festival. This is kind of the same way. Sometimes you just have like a bad time, sometimes it's just existing in the Fallout world, you know? While other people are also existing in the Fallout world. And because of that, we have a cohesive... I don't know, it's almost therapy. It's like Alcoholics Anonymous or something like that. We all get together and do therapy in the wasteland together because it makes us feel better that we're not the only crazies. You go and play Fallout 4 by yourself and you're playing Fallout 4 by yourself, you know? I would love it if there was some like really creepy stuff and some really good story and, you know, things that kept you coming back because you were anxious to see what the next step was, the next piece of the story, the next something, you know? That would be nice. Infestations is not that. It's a map simulator. Right here. Let me simulate looking at my map 5,000 times. I should walk around for no reason. Fallout 76 is better than 4. It's honest, offers no stakes, and you just enjoy the aesthetic. It doesn't pretend to be deep. No, I like 4 better. The only difference is here you can enjoy it with people. The only thing that I would say that's bad about 4 is the fact that they keep trying to update it after it has been done for years, and then they just updated and broke it for no reason. Fallout 4 by itself is still a deeper game than this. There for a while, actually, for those of you who are new probably don't realize this, I started my original More to Me for Life channel. This is not my main channel, this is my VODs channel if you're over on YouTube. My main channel was actually started on Fallout 4. I was a builder. And,
They're here.
I started on Fallout 4, making builds. Blitz, how you doing? I started out making builds, and my very first video was in response to another content creator who was building a dock area. And they were like, I don't know how I want to do this dock area with my water purifiers or something like that. And I was like, I've got an idea for a dock. I'll do this and I'll, you know, do a quick video and at them, you know, so they can see the video as an idea. And that's how I got started doing videos, was just a response. And then me and a couple of other people, we would send videos back and forth to each other across YouTube, different ways to set up bins to sell fruit and stuff like that. That was my entire start to YouTube, period. And while that was not story related, there was, aside from the main story, wouldn't say the main story was all that great. Aside from the main story, there were some good parts to the game. I don't think that all of it was fleshed out, like the story with... Obviously, the Institute was a bad idea. That whole thing was cringe, but I enjoyed the Brotherhood. I enjoyed... The Minutemen would have been better if they hadn't had Preston doing the quests. As soon as you open up the castle and you have access to the radio station, that should have been where you got it. There never should have been a meme. Another settlement needs your help. They phoned in a lot of decisions that could have been made better and made the game 1,000 times better. As far as ratings on games, Fallout 76 is not... I don't consider it necessarily a Fallout game. It's, like I said, it's Fallout Carnival. It's not really a Fallout game. You've barely got enough in it to be Fallout story. I'm just climbing out of the dirt.
Settlement that needs our help.
Yeah, exactly. I'm on PC. Gummy bears wrapped in cotton candy? No, I don't know about all that now. That's way too much sugar. And besides, I was more of a funnel cake type of person instead of cotton candy. Funnel cake is so good. 100% good. So... The Fallout 3 was better. Fallout 4 was okay. Some of the story needed absolute work. Fallout 76 was... Here's the world, go make something of it. I mean, I guess it's kind of good that it doesn't hold your hand and it doesn't give you a dumb story to follow. You just go do, you know? Even though... They kind of hamper you there, too, especially when you consider the whole ghoul thing, and I've already talked about that earlier, so I'm not going to talk about it again. They can make it deeper. They can make it better. They 100% could make this a very good game. They could. And they could 100% make another Elder Scrolls or another Fallout game that was magnificent. But are they going to be able to? Will they be able to? Can they now?
What's up?
I doubt it. Chrono, how you doing? Too much sugar? Have you tried sweet tea? I put like a half a cup of sweet tea with my sweet tea. I don't drink the Southerners version of sweet tea. That's crack. For reference, for those of you who don't have it, they do like a gallon of tea with 2 cups of sugar. That's how much is typically in a Southern's cup of sweet tea. It's way too much. It's diabetes. I don't know where I'm going, by the way. I'm just walking. Just walking. I have no goals. I'm talking crap today. See, I do love the fact that they put people in it again. When we first emerged from Fallout 76 and there were no people in Appalachia at all. For those of you who were here at the very beginning, you know you know. It is nice to see them. It is weird sometimes that it sounds like they're in your back pocket talking, but you take what you can get. The whole Scorch storyline? Yeah. The thing is I have a feeling that most people would probably wonder why at this particular point the Scorched are still running around if we figured it out, you know? There's no evolution of the map. I mean, we've got new locations, but as far as the storyline itself finishing out and the event concluding and a new thing happening, that hasn't happened. I don't know. Is that even something that they could potentially do, you know? Like, I know everybody chases the Fortnite thing, but Fortnite does events and they morph their map between seasons. I mean, completely change their map, bringing new people in to rediscover everything. Could they not even fix the Scorched thing? You know? Like, the event has happened. Maybe eventually the Scorched... Maybe, like, during the finale, the Scorched run off instead of actually being finished off. And they can come back later on so they can bring the event back, bring the map back the way it was. But, you know, have something else happen to the entire map that everybody has to work together to do. Is that not possible with their engine? I don't know. A Southerner version of Sweet Tea will have you... I cannot read that. It scrolled up too fast. Have you ascend to the next dimension? Well, it'll have you ascend to something. Like your sugar count and stuff. Diabetes? Yeah, exactly. You've been hyperfixated on the ambient factor. I've heard of that? Is that any good? Where are we at? I have no memory of this place. Let's go shoot some things. I swear, our VATS is so bad. These percentages mean nothing to you guys. If I can look at it and shoot it better than my VATS can, what's the point in having VATS? It's supposed to be assisted aiming. How is assisted if it's worse than what I could do? Huh. Oh, I'm not carrying any junk. Stop running. Cool. Is there not an interior area? Bug! Took a 7-year break. When you came back to Humans Everywhere, it was jarring? It was a nice change. My issue is they never went back and fixed any of the beginning stuff. Like, I've talked about this before. I basically started my character over. I don't remember what level I was. I was like a level 100 or something like that when I finally quit because I was tired of the BS. So I quit and came back, and when I came back, this was going on, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to start a brand new character. Started a brand new character, and all of the beginning missions, they hadn't changed it. It was all exactly the same. They hadn't updated it. They took a couple of the places and added people into it, but they didn't update how you interact with it. It's like, why? Hmm. The first Half-Life? I played Half-Life and I did enjoy it. I can't say I was very, very late to the Half-Life genre, so I can't say I have that much enthusiasm for it, but it was interesting. Yep, now I remember. Okay. We got any bad guys in here I can shoot? Ask and ye shall receive. Well, that was just rude. Oh, whenever we pop over here, this is where this thing is. Okay, I gotcha. The bad guy's just gonna die whenever they spawn in? Okay. No, the other robots are fine. It's just that particular lady was a little bit pissy, so I had to shoot her. Not bad. Okay. How often have we actually come in here whenever we weren't in the middle of a mission? Just look around. And that's another thing. How often are you actually in areas where you're just walking around doing things? Not there to create... to do some sort of an event. Hello! Doesn't give you a reason to go back to them either. Like the whole Rosie mission? I've talked about that mission before. That was so bad. And that character's so overdone. I know there's a lot of people who will just keep defending that particular caricature. Hi! The, what was it again? The Harley Quinn character? Like every psychopath female has to be played by Harley Quinn? And they made a robot do that, and she's like, hey, why don't you go hug a Deathclaw? Mm-hmm. Go do that. Okay. Well then, I'll load one bullet for you. Hi, Matt, how you doing? Oh no, my psycho has worn off. No. Error.
Yes.
Yeah, no. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Identify nutrient deficiency syndrome. Here, let's learn. Symptoms in old leaves. Symptoms in young leaves. Effects through the plant body. Lower leaves dry up. Affects localized lower leaves. Modded or caloric leaf margins. Dude, I'm actually shocked that there's legible writing on this with actual stuff and things. Plant like light green lower leaves, yellow stalk, small stunted growth, abundancy. Abundant? I don't know what that word is. Nitrogen. Plants, dark yellow lower leaves, usually red or yellow stalks. It's phosphorus, nitrogen and phosphorus. Yeah. Leaves caloric or mottled, necrotic spots in the leaf tips and margins show upward curling, magnesium. Leaf caloric or mottled, Dude, did you just put all of your 9th grade science on here? Oh, good lord. I like had a science project from their teenager and decided to put it up on the board. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you're trying to figure out what's wrong with your plants, that's actually a list of the stuff that could be wrong with your plants. And their symptoms. Hello, door. Hmm. And just sit here and shoot at each other from way over there? Hold on while I reload one bullet. The hell was that? That does not sound good, whatever that is. Hmm. Next time we need some elf ears? We were wearing elf ears, though. I know mine are kind of hard to see, but yeah, I was wearing ears. I think by the time the other picture at the end of the day, we had taken the ears off. I've always had this issue. I don't know if you guys have had that problem, but there's some people who, like, even though you can get like the smallest earring or whatever, but after like an hour your ears start really, really hurting wearing earrings. It's the same thing. Only just with ears that's not clamp, but sit on top of your ears, that also gets to hurting. Probably because I just don't wear earrings enough for my ears to be used to it, but we all took our ears off part of the way through the day. Pocketed leather armor chest thingy. Do you actually have records, or are you just like yada 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 nothing? Nothing. Gotcha. But yeah, I have ears that I was wearing. Mine are more what do you call it? Steampunk? Than elf ears. There we go. You'll have to look again. Like I said, the group picture, that was at the end of the day as we were leaving. It'd have to be the individual one at the beginning. The one where I took a picture by myself, that's the one where I'm wearing ears. I don't even know if I was actually showing my ears at the time. I might have had my hair over it. I do not know. Have I officially looked through all of these areas? There's really not a whole lot of bad guys to be had around here, to be honest. Maybe down here? I think I came down here already, though. Hmm. Why is she trying to hit me that close? That's weird. Shouldn't she just like rear back and try to slap me in the head if I'm doing all that? See, like they're doing? Instead of trying to face shoot me? What do you call that? I have completely forgotten this area. Is there supposed to be a story here? I mean, obviously there's an event that happens here, but... I don't remember. Anytime I hear far of screaming bloody murder, my response is, can you repeat that again? I couldn't hear you over me killing these bad guys. Yes. Survival games mostly, yeah. 100% that's how you play Dune. Except for I can't hear you over bad guys. Actually, is I can't hear you over this heavy metal. Leave me alone, let me jam. I can't play those games. I 100% cannot play those games. I spend more time grooving to the music, jamming out to the music and stuff, and I can't take bad guys seriously. Thought there was a non-exploded vehicle over there? Yeah. Where the heck am I even at? Okay. Cool. We needed to go to... where? Ash heap. Okay, well, let's go shoot some things in the ash heap area. Okay. I have failed a parkour attempt. I'll pay attention to my broken legs. I know how that feels. Pay no attention? I swear, there was a time in my life where I was actually good at parkour. It lasted for maybe a year. Not sure exactly what happened. Maybe my patience was gone? I don't know. I piss you guys off a little bit. Hang on. Let me reload my one bullet. There is no consistency with this weapon, I swear. It's either one bullet or all bullets. It's 77%! How many Okay. Assisted aiming. Assisted. You're supposed to make my aiming better. What are you doing? It's like, well, maybe you're just a shit shot. Okay, fine. Do you think the wars that they were having whenever, you know, all the resources and stuff got low, that they would have used VATS if it made their shooting worse? Like, here, let me shoot 20 bullets at you and hit you with one bullet. I still hear someone breathing. Darth Vader is still here? I don't know where, but he's here somewhere. There he is. Hello? Oh. Don't mind if I do. You gonna sit up there and blow yourself up? Stormtrooper training coming in handy, huh? Yeah, yeah. That screws you over. Somehow our super mutant with a missile launcher can snipe you from halfway across the map. Yes, he can. It's like they can just barely see you through like this tiny little crevice, you know, like tiny little crack, and they can hit you. But you VATS and you're like at 80%, you gotta use your entire clip to hit them once. It's kind of silly. Clip. Magazine. This one doesn't have a magazine. If I had a way of quickly putting things into it, it probably would be a clip. What's this? I like what you've done with the place, all the shiny crystals and everything. Base camp. Okay. Okay, well, we did that. Was there anything else we wanted to do? I would much rather it be something where I can go shoot a thing, you know? I didn't even take a picture while we were at the mini golf thing! Holy crap, guys. Well, let's pop over there. Kill those guys again and forget to take the picture over there again. Outlast Trials Bambino? Yes, but Outlast Trials with Bambino, he's got a sawed-off shotgun and, like, sawed off to the part of it, you know? And he can somehow snipe you from across the room and around a corner. "100% should not be able to shoot that far with that weapon. Especially since he's not even using, like, bullets, he's using teeth. Oh, wait. Okay. Uh-oh, here it is. Oh. Ow, 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 ow. Richie, did you seriously go over there and try to fist a Deathclaw? I don't think you're supposed to do that. It's illegal in at least 5 states. Where is he going? Ugh. Oh, you can come up here with me, huh? Where are you going, dude? You got the rad roaches chasing after you. Ow, 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 ow. There we go. Seriously, why were the rad roaches after him? Oh, hey, look at that. Nabroxidine thingamajig over here. Technical terms, thingamajig, by the way. So, where do we have to take this picture at? Okay. Wasn't there usually more than one of those? Hold on. How is that illegal? Technically, Deathclaws weren't known to be public. Oh, really? Fist a Deathclaw kinky? 6'7"? Yeah, okay. Shannon, how you doing? I don't know, the movement people do with 6'7" just looks like someone testing their balls. Like the weight, you know? Uh-oh! Found another one. I don't think that has anything to do with fisting Deathclaws. Appalosaurus were predators native to the Appalachia region in the late Cretaceous period. Fun fact, Appalosaurus is a close relative to the Tyrannosaurus. Yeah, I think you just made that up. Appalosaurus, you can't just steal names. It's a T-Rex. Oh. Uh-oh. I guess I need to take something for that addiction. That crippling addiction I have to Psycho. If you watched the Fallout show, you'd understand what I was meaning, what you were meaning. I haven't seen the second season of the Fallout show. I know. Tragic, I know. Tigers and I are supposed to watch it together, and we cannot get together on the day to watch it. She's either working, or I'm working, or both, or can't get a weekend to where both of us can watch it. We're gonna wind up having to watch it separately, which is a tragedy by itself. Well, there are 2 camps here. Kill enemies during the infestation, build light sources, craft chems, craft ammo. I don't want to craft anything. I want to shoot things. No, let's go to West Tech. We can shoot things. Yeah, please no spoilers. At this particular point, it's our fault we haven't gotten together to get it done. I mean, it's like, what? Only a few episodes. We should have watched it already. No, I don't want any spoilers. I do want to watch it, but I would really, really like to be able to watch it with somebody who can laugh along with me. You know? Not... Oh my gosh, dude! He wasn't moving! Did I get it? Did I get it that time? Where are you going? I was trying really hard without VATS to try and hit... No, doggo. Trying to hit that arm so he would drop it right next to his feet. Did not happen. Did he just fall down? I don't think I killed him. I think he fell down. What the heck was that? Oh. Anybody want some mutant hound meat? Yeah, I figured that dude just actually fell. No, where's the cap stash? I think it fell in between. I can't believe it's done this. To be fair, I don't think this revolver should have as much accuracy as it does this far away either. Your siblings got it on DVD, you're gonna need to binge it? Uh-oh. Can we annoy Liz until she watches it? Yeah, okay. Need a scope or a sight to help with the VATS? I can't actually mod this weapon, though. It's a special weapon. Sadly. I would like to be able to change a couple of things out, you know? I really would like to mod it. Got your noggin. Collect a bit more tow water, you know? There we go. I do need to watch it. I've been avoiding everything having to do with the new series, including like Oxhorn's breakdowns of all the stuff that happened. It's like I can't watch it. I haven't watched the episodes yet, so I keep avoiding them, and I really would like to watch them.
I'd rip his legs clean off.
Turn. Question, do super mutants still have bits? Because you like shoot them in between the legs, does it not bother them? I would assume it's like a steroid thing, they get smaller, right? I say that only asking because dude seems to be wearing a kilt. Hello, dude. Take a dip. Super mutants do not have bips and bobs. The FEV turns them into kin dolls. Oh, jeez. No wonder they're so cranky. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think you might have gotten the dog that was in there too. It's either that or there wasn't a dog in there. I'm not sure. I don't see him moving. Shush! Oh no. What are you doing, dude? Does that mean we can't have a spoiler about the Cliff Richard turning up the double-decker bus while saying we're going to on summer vacation, no more working for a week or two? What? Don't need that. An instigating grenade launcher. Yep. Are you trying to start something? No, I just shot you with a grenade because I was, you know, having fun. It's all fun and games until someone brings out the grenade launcher. Right? Grenades are just the starters for explosions? Really? What's a little bit of a grenade between friends, you know? Why does that sound like there's a snort going on behind here? You do not have to play with your weapon, just bring it out, you're being shot at. I don't think you're taking this seriously. Ow, man! Hold on. Open the door. I don't know why he just stuck his face in my face. I don't know who he thinks he's bucking up on. Good grief. Grenade! Let's play hot potato. Where the hell did you did you fall down here? Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Okay. I'm not sure it's legal for you to go around fisting all of the bad guys. Oh, and by the way, Brett, that series... Holy crap, dude. I don't even know how you get someone to voice act that stuff, but they've got issues. It was hilarious. It was stupid, but it was hilarious. And I have not finished it. I haven't got to the end of it. I'm on... like 5 or 6. The episodes are really, really short, but you gotta do that in like small doses. Because I feel like there are just times. I just can't. I can't watch the next episode right then. I have to wait. Play hot potato with the live grenade? Oh no. I think your character's rebelling against you. You forgot to promise them a new sack? No, 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 no. No more sacks. Did you miss something? About what? The grenades? It's great. You need to send Fisto if you want to fist the super mutants. The fact that the whole thing started out with apparently that guy watched what he did to all the robots and just decided he was the guy I'm gonna follow. I thought I heard somebody. No, there he is. There's only like one dude that's lower down than this. I'm not really worried about that guy. Sometimes he doesn't like to come out of his little hole. Okay. Now where? Where do we want to go shoot things now? Do we go take out robots? Do we go take out ghouls? Kind of feel like the ghouls are the next place. I'm gonna Fort Defiance. Whenever I have to decide whether or not I want to go on a raid or if I want to go do this, at least these I know I'm going to be able to take care of them.
What's up?
Dark Hooligans, what's up? They're here. Thank you so much for the follow. Go shoot cultists? Okay, after we get done with these, we'll go shoot cultists. And the equal opportunity, lead deliverer, if you know what I mean. See, and sometimes VATS just does what it's supposed to do. What's the difference? I don't get it. Thank you so much for that prime.
Freeze.
Thank you. We are just running around shooting stuff, cause it's very hard to find the infestations, you know? You just have to be looking at the map at just the right time and hope you get to the right location to be involved in the infestation. Here, there's always bad guys. These guys might actually be related to my character. Good grief. Hold on, I have to put the one bullet in there. Okay. Oh, that's even darker. Fancy that, huh? He was there visiting the other ghoul. Okay. Hold on, wait for it. Okay. Yep. See? Outside, for some reason or another, it was working just fine. I walk inside the building and suddenly my ability to shoot things is off. The spatial awareness of the stuff and the things that are around me, you know, the walls, suddenly throws off my ability to shoot a bullet. So I don't get it either, guys. I don't understand. We're watching you. You know, last time I came in here, the Wendigo that was in here was like making noise all the way through the damn building. This time, nothing. Never mind, there he is. Oh my gosh, 86%, 86% you say. What are you doing? There we go. 86%. I guess we join. There's a slight chance we might actually be able to find it. My HP bar was green. Why was that? I've only been playing 76 for a couple of months. My character is a ghoul. I have the ability to absorb rads to gain a little bit extra in the health bar. Even though it shows my entire health bar as being green, almost denoting that I have double the health bar. If you check the side on anybody who's playing along with me, it's like a health bar and a quarter of. That's how much glow I have. That's what they call as the glow. The glow for the ghoul is, depending on the card you're running, you might be able to like supercharge 1 shot, 2 shots, or something like that with your weapon. Or sometimes it also helps with stamina, things like that, healing occasionally. That's what the ghoul abilities do. If I drink some of my toxic stuff, which, there we go. For some reason it was not working. There it goes. It fills my bar back up. Okay, enough with the sticker, dude. Defeat the boss. Cool. I take it nobody has seen the boss yet, though. What kind of areas we got? Okay, we are actually in it. It's somewhere around here. Maybe up here? I did. I was not even going to pay you attention until you shot me. Somebody find the bad guy. Okay, there's a lot of shooting going on inside. I'm going to guess he's inside. That's barred. Awesome. I hate this. I hate it so much. Cool. Here was the door. I mean, I still get the thing, but this is... It's fine. It's fine. You're gonna breathe through the problems, you know? Just breathe through it. I don't... I want to say the people who are developing this game don't play video games. Maybe the problem is like, you know, whenever you get into a business and you just don't get involved with the thing that you're making anymore because you're involved with the business. Like, I don't know, whenever you work at a restaurant, you don't eat the food at the restaurant anymore because you're just around the food all the time, you don't want to eat the food. Maybe that's the problem with game development. Like, they work on the game so much they don't ever actually play it, that they don't understand why that doesn't really work. Is that the problem? Is that what's going on here? Game developers just stop playing games? They're no longer gamers, they just develop? So they don't understand why it just doesn't hit the way they think it does? I'm confused. You have a symbol showing you where the boss is. I didn't see the symbol. I saw a whole bunch of symbols of people running around me. I did not actually see that symbol. But that's not the first time I haven't seen that symbol. It happens all the time. Kills restore feral. And that's just a melee weapon now, huh?
Available here.
Okay. Ah, man. Folks told me to run Infestation on a private server with a crew of 4 and it's super fun and, well, pretty much in-game feeling. Yeah, if you have a private server. Now, honestly, if their Fallout First thing was like $5 or something like that a month, or if you could get like a $50 for a year type of situation, that kind of cost analysis, I could probably do that, but nearly $20 a month I cannot do. Way outside my price range. Even if I could, I don't think I would because I think they're asking too much. When I compare it to other things I would probably pay $20 for a month, this doesn't offer the cost benefit thing. It just doesn't. At this particular point, I'd probably be paying for skins. That's what it would wind up being because that's really what they block behind it is extra skins and camps, obviously. The servers by yourself, which sometimes don't work. And then the situation with your inventory, that's basically all it offers. I don't like a game cutting off some sort of convenience or quality of life, something or another, and then putting it behind a paywall. They cause a problem in order to create a solution to the problem. I don't really care for that. I think it's underhanded. Is this the dude that sells? Or is this a different building? Oh, hi.
This better be good. Get to the point. Fast.
He looks like a younger version of him, don't he?
I like your style. I think all those buff outs might be going to your head, though. Try this. And just so you know, if you ever try to take my caps by force, you and my blade will be getting real well acquainted.
Why did that sound sexual?
Yep.
Did I just steal money from that dude? That's not actually what I was wanting to do, but I mean, it gave me an option. He sounds Cajun, does he not? I had to turn the voices down because it kept sounding like people were in my back pocket. And now it's really quiet. Uh-oh, uh-oh, we got a bad guy, guys. $99 a year? Yeah, I'm not doing that. Not doing that. There's super mutants over here, right? I think there is. For a price comparison. When it comes to paying a monthly for a service of some sort, I have to put it on a spectrum of food, utilities, things that I can invest into that I will make money back on at some point. For instance, I will spend $50 to $100 for a tree I can put in my yard that might give me fruit in a couple of years. I can actually see me doing that. Oh, it's only cat's time. Haruki is back. I can see me doing that, but whenever it comes to... dude, I was joking. You can't just put your butthole out there like that. Oh. When I have to do a cost-benefit analysis, I have to ask myself, how many hours per week am I getting out of it, and is it somehow or another repaying me for the amount that I put into it? I did 2 months worth of Fallout first, and I realized the cost-benefit is not there. I play way too many games, and if a slight convenience is going to cost me $100 a year, it's not worth it to me. It's just not. Now, if it was like, I feel drawn back to this game all the time, there's so much for me to do, you know, it would be different. I just don't feel that, though. At least not right now. Oh, hello. Oh geez, I'm stuck on something. Hang on. Hello, welcome back, dude. Hey. What are you doing? Hmm? Yes, inside that building. Speaking of apple trees, you got your mom for her birthday. She's gonna grow her apples. I have got 2 apple trees that I put in my yard, but I found out in our area there's a... what do you call it? It's like a... I want to say it's like a rust, but it's not really like a rust. It's more like a fungal thing that happens. And you have to spray your... There's 2 types of trees. It's like apples and I think pears or something like that. You're supposed to spray your trees with copper to keep them from falling prey to this fungus or something like that whenever they bloom. And I didn't realize that, and I think one of them might actually die because of it. They are not having a good time.
They're here.
They're here. Fled LeBeg, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You only played 2 games, D2 and Fallout 76. Used to only play D2. What's D2? Destiny 2 or what is D2? Your eyes are glowing. Kitty, that I need that area where your butt is. You're on my mouse pad. Destiny 2? Oh, and they just canceled Destiny 2, didn't they? 4K hours. Wow. Not trying to stir anything, but how do you feel about them canceling Destiny and going all in on Marathon? I'm just wondering from like people who actually play it. You got 4,000 hours into it, so I'm assuming you really enjoyed it, right? Hey, we're going after cultists. I didn't even realize that's what we were doing. Okay, the diamond thing, that's him, right? Need to be careful. Every single time I've run into one of those guys, they've one-shot me. Hang on. No further content being released? Yeah. They're doing one more release, and it's basically the final release, though they said they were going to keep their servers open. I'm not sure how long that's going to last after that, you know, that particular thing. Kitty, come on, dude. Kitty, why? Now is not a good time for a tail clean. My dude. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't think I picked the other dude's body. I may have, though. I don't remember. Nor do I know where he went. I had to have, though, right? I think I did. Mad, but I hope to have hope with the We Want Destiny 3 movement, but we will see the obvious cook on the June 9th drop, but I will not drop another penny on it. Yeah, I don't think that they intend for people I think they understand they're not going to make any more money off the game by doing it that way, but I find it so weird that they bet on Marathon. I know that they're going to try and broaden its appeal by adding in PvE, but come on, dude. You do this every single time. You realize nobody actually wants to watch you clean your butt, right? Oh my goodness. Your foot is stuck in my shirt. They're gonna add in the PvE to broaden the appeal of it, but I mean, what was the one that just recently dropped? It was Arc Raiders? That one had broad appeal to start with, but even that one still has like a... It's not niche, but it's more niche than just like a broader appeal MMO or live service or something like that. Like there's a certain type of person who likes to play something like Arc Raiders. And Marathon came in and was just like, well, we're going to do that, only we're going to limit ourselves a little bit more by taking off the PvE part of it. And then on top of that, they have like that weird art style. I don't know. I don't know, guys. As far as the people wanting Destiny 3, I think they would be remiss if they didn't go ahead and start Destiny 3, but they said that there's nothing greenlit right now. It's crazy. How are you gonna just like take your big cash cow and just not even start a project? It's like, hey, we're gonna go end of service on this. Yeah, we haven't even started planning anything for the next one. Just not even gonna worry about it. It's kind of crazy. It would be like if Bethesda was to say, you know what, we're gonna stop production and any further anything for ESO, Fallout 76. We're gonna stop all that. As a matter of fact, you know, we're gonna I know everybody's going to be disappointed, but we're not going to release any more Skyrims. And we have no plans for another Bethesda game at all. It'd be crazy. Especially if they bet everything on Starfield. If that's what they opted to do, it's just like, seems like such a bad idea. Why are you doing this to me, dude? Why? Why are you like this? Do you need squishy face? Mwah. Squishy face. Hold on. We gotta get the cheeks. There. You'll be requesting a refund on Marathon, never played it, and you have zero interest now. The thing is they probably could have found a small crowd of people that were interested in something like Marathon, but they bet a huge horse on something that's a relatively small group of people. And that's what I was talking about earlier. It's like, okay, you're gonna do a live service, but you're... How do you explain that? It's like, I'm going to go in to the store and I'm going to buy all of these apples. And then I'm going to sell all of these apples to everybody in town. But everybody in town has choices between different types of apples, and not just this, get it? There's more than one type of fruit out there that exists in the world. It's not just apples that exist out there. And some people just don't even like apples. Crazy, I know, but this company is going to exist and only sell all the apples. And they're going to not only that, but whenever they go buy the apples, they're going to pay exorbitant prices because everybody can only want apples, right? Everybody just wants apples, right? How do you do this as a company? I mean, I know that they're like replacing apples to games, but it's like they've convinced themselves that this live service game, no matter what the context of the live service game is, no matter what the game loop is, no matter the messaging, none of that. They just have themselves convinced that everybody's going to want to play it just because they made it. Just because it exists. It's like, that's not actually how it works. That's not at all how it works. And I blame this entirely on these execs, these tech bros or whatever that came into gaming to make tons and tons of money but have no idea about gaming at all. They make all of their decisions based off of, I don't know, I was the executive of nachos or something like that beforehand. Obviously, we're going to follow the same path as some food thing and gaming, and I don't get it. Just don't understand. Okay. You can't play the banjo, dude. Someone else will claim the music. They think all banjo music is the same. Did you do that? You look like you did that. You look mighty proud of yourself, actually. Kitty, what you doing, dude? Okay, we're definitely not seeing another infestation. So where do we go to kill things while we wait on it? I was working on this, but I've already killed so many of them already. Probably not a good idea to just run back there. Where do we go now? Let's go to Robco. All the decisions are based on Days vibes. Yeah, I kind of can't see how they can viably list Bungie as 2.7 billion in value after 700 million write-downs with new Future of Destiny. It just seems off. What are my dailies and weeklies? I've finished all the ones I care to do. I'm not really... I've looked at the seasons stuff. I'm not really interested in anything on the seasons. The one thing I was interested in last time, they put it way at the end and put the equal to it way earlier in this one, which just kind of upsets me. There's just nothing really that I'm working towards. It's just more... I'll get my 4-star stuff and things like that. I'm just not really working towards anything. What was my favorite last season? I wanted the glowing cat. I have a ghoul character that's in a radiation zone area, and right now I've got a bald cat that's inside my camp, and I really wanted the glowing one. And I was like 1 page away from being able to get that one, and the season was over. And I actually, for, you know, someone who can't devote a ton of time on this game, all the time, every day, all of the things or whatever, and I don't have boosts because I'm not part of Fallout First or whatever, I think I put in a pretty decent amount of work and still didn't get there, so... And this time they put the glowing dog way earlier. Oh, good lord, we're doing the I can't shoot thing again. Hang on. They put the glowing dog Dude, seriously, why? I do apologize. If he gets just a little bit too frisky, you guys let me know. I'll move him. Anyway, yeah, I'm just kind of upset that they put the glowing dog easier to get to. And, well, it's too late now. I can't get it. May eventually show up somewhere interesting. Just one leg straight up, yeah. He has... Dude, you can't... Seriously. He's got the desk, he's got the desk. Seriously, sir. Alright. I draw the line at you licking your balls on stream. I can't let you do that. There has to be standards. No worries, he will go find somewhere else to do it. Good lord. What's he over here doing? I just declared war against the kitty, I'd be scared? No. This is an everyday, every time I record, every time I stream thing, he just completely ignores anything going on in here until he's decided it's time to clean himself, and he'll come over here and sit right in the middle of where I'm supposed to be using my mouse at, and just clean himself. He honestly just tries to push it until he knows he shouldn't be there. He's like, that I'm not touching you thing. You ever seen kids do the I'm not touching you thing? He will sit there. I have actually let him sit here for like an hour, and he will spend an hour cleaning himself. Just because I'm letting him do it. I had to start drawing the line at him licking his balls. It's just like, stop. You're doing this on purpose. I know you are. Active infestation zone. Interesting. So that just randomly pops up when an infestation is on. I'm just like walking around the building and suddenly it just activates randomly that there is a mission somewhere else. I haven't killed everything yet? Slacker? Yeah, no kidding. And you can actually ask the chat, if you're new here and you have not seen Hiroki before, how inventive he will get with trying to be in the way. Because he doesn't just stop there. He will sit on top of the keyboard and do it too. If you leave him alone long enough and it hasn't irritated you yet, he will do something stupid. He'll sit in the middle of the keyboard. He will stand in the middle of the screen. He'll stand in the middle of the camera. He'll start playing around with the microphone. His pettiness knows no bounds. It does sound like there's quite a bit going on up here.
Hawk 2 and spit on that thing!
Thank you. That's precisely what it is. He's just seeing what he can do and how long before somebody gets irritated with him. That's all it is. I see a cummy. Take him out. Defeat the boss? Where is the boss, though? Okay, I'm not actually seeing the marker, guys. I'm gonna guess it's over here, though. Good grief, by the time I get over there, I'm gonna have no AP to do a shot. Are you gonna T-pose at somebody? What's going on? What was that? You're just throwing explosives at me. Where is this mark at? You're not the dude. He's a ghoul. Okay, am I being blind again? I don't see the mark. Thought I saw somebody up here. No. Good grief. I don't think anybody has seen the bad guy yet. Oh, there's lots of bad guys down here, though. Well, you got a little too close to me and found the spicy dude. I'm sorry. Not sure what you're doing, dude, but alright. Oh. Good grief. What just happened? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Stimpack! There we go. Hiroki is a Haktui kitty? yeah, I guess he is. Now you got female cats. Well, I got a female cat, but she also does stuff like that, but she's not quite as petty about it, you know? Are there more of those dudes? Because, I mean, to be fair, while it's cool finding the big bad guy, the other guys having 3 stars, you know, back to back is actually kind of cool too. Not sure if they're gonna nerf it. at some point. Jeez. Okay, I don't see anybody else. Potato flour, chicken noodle, headhunt. Okay. At least with the headhunts, it lets everybody know that a headhunt is going on. Everybody in the server gets a notification about it. Look at that rainstorm, guys. Well. That's creepy. You just walk by and see that going? Is that moving because I exploded that? That's kind of cool, I guess. So, question. If I go inside of a building and someone finds an infestation or something like that, it suddenly will give me a marker to leave. Is that not an explodable vehicle? Oh, jeez, dude. Wasted potential. There we go. Okay, so in that case, where do we go to kill the stuff in the things? What do we want to go after? We just took out a bunch of commies. I mean, I guess that's fun. Yeah? It's not going anymore. The headhunt's probably already over. Dangerous pastimes. Which one is that? I'm not sure if that's still going or not. Okay.
Thanks you for your patience. Back again for another go. Good call, just. Right. Give me a sec to look up the locations of the parts.
Okay, you look up locations of the parts. I can't do that accent, guys.
There's enough of them here so you can get to sorting this out. So, this harvester needs some maintenance. And I'm hoping there's enough parts around here to fix it up. That's what I need you for. Once you've sorted that harvester,
Okay.
I'll fire it off. It'll bring a storm in, and this lot in here can enjoy the view. Everyone wins.
Find parts.
Fantastic. Looks like there's more than enough parts around here for this repair. They're lying about in metal boxes. So there should be
Oh my gosh. Dude. Hold on. Just realized I'm doing this without
broken and pop them in.
inebriation. That's always dangerous.
Stuff in metal boxes when you're working with electricity. Is what it is. By the way, anything you find that isn't labeled, you can keep. Hang fire, mate. Scanners are picking up some signatures that aren't you or harvester parts. Go ahead and start looking for those parts, but keep your dish on a swivel. Aye, those are the ones. Go ahead and pop that, whatever that is, into one of them consoles. I'm sure those boxes have instructions in them somewhere, mate. Never doubted you for a second, mate.
It's only mildly curious that, we're over here reading the instruction manual on this thing, huh? Looks like it could explode and take us all out. I mean, I guess that's like the way Fallout exists, though. Like, here, push the button, explode the things. Now we'll figure it out. Can't imagine. Pick up the things! I feel like these guys restock right here very quickly, right? Did I take... yeah. Okay. The guy talks so much the event's almost timed out. Oh. He does do a whole lot of talking.
At the top and flashing green, so that's probably a good thing. I'm gonna set about getting this thing online. You take a quick breather.
Are you gonna spawn back behind me, and how am I gonna try and shoot you 20 times?
Also, I don't really know what happens if this harvester doesn't run fully. I'm going to make sure it charges properly and not let whatever they said in the
You just decided to stop glowing?
last thing. I don't like giving refunds. And if these locking here don't get what I promised them, they're probably going to want one. So there's another reason to charge them up.
What?
Cool. Hang on. Killing that one made the harvester charge a bit more than it normally does. Maybe killing them extra sparky ones will speed this up. Kill a few more.
Ooh. Good grief. Stop! You know, back it up over here, dude. I'd be careful about that. Charge it! What precisely are we supposed to be doing any here? Lightning harvester? What is that supposed to be for? I can never actually hear what he is talking about in the midst of all of this. Well. Good grief. Nice. I still hear people whispering though. The guy talks so much even now. Yeah, he timed out. But what is he talking about specifically? What are we supposed to be doing here? It says lightning harvester, but why? Have you caught the gist of what's going on? And like most of these events, everything gets to popping off just a little bit too fast for me to hear what it is that we're supposed to be doing and why we're supposed to be doing it. Okay. I am so over encumbered. Oh jeez, I was running away from where they were at. This is frustrating me. I have got way too much stuff in my pocket. Can't count how many times I've done this event, but I have no idea. I was just supposed to say, I've done this event a lot. It's not the worst event. I mean, you can get a lot of gear and stuff out of here, but I never once have caught why we were doing it. No! Okay, there we go. I got a shot on the crabs. Last time we did this, I didn't even get a shot on the crabs at all. Ow. Rude. Okay, solid effort on what?
Stay inside the bunker for a few moments while my associates make sure it's safe to exit. Thank you. Cheers, mate. Big effort you made for me there. I won't forget it in a hurry.
I still don't know why we were doing it. I 100% have no idea why we were doing that. I've got to go do something with all of the stuff in my pocket. It's ridiculous. Don't get mad, get even. That's true. Very true. Don't get mad, shoot it in the head. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, security is our priority.
Okay. Now the long look at this. The only thing I actually want to look at is the reduction while sprinting. The junk weight, ultrasight leg. Nothing really worth keeping. And this one was improve weapon cone of fire recoil and stability by 40%. I mean, you know, if you actually put numbers with that instead of percentages, this would be a different story. Cool. You know, like actual numbers so you can see how it's changing things. It would be nice. Okay. It is about that time. We got like 5 minutes, so I don't even think I've got enough time to run and go do something else. I figure I will go ahead and let you guys know We will be streaming again tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I will not be playing Fallout 76. I will be playing Outlast Trials. If you guys are interested in the Outlast series, the Outlast Trials is a multiplayer game, but it does have some spooky stuff and a lot of lore and everything else like that. So if you guys are interested, drop by for that tomorrow. We will be back on this game next week, of course, but I think we'll also be playing 7 Days to Die next week as well, so yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Jontosaurus, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you.
They're here.
Remember me and the Murkoff high-ups all meet to send more hacks and cheats tomorrow? But what? No, you are not allowed to do more hacks and cheats. I refuse to let you do more hacks and cheats, zombie. Not that sure that I have any choice in the matter, because they do hacks and cheats all the time. Well, what do you mean? New server launch? Yeah, if you are interested in 7 Days to Die, we're going to be starting up a server, and it's going to be the joke mod on Wednesday. So, yeah. Sorry, zombie, your job was replaced last week by AI? Aw, no. Just another job taken over by AI. That'll be a riot. Yeah, it's hilarious. It's like one of the better mods for 7 Days. It really is hilarious. The bananas, the best part of the entire thing. 100%. Okay, YouTubes, thank you guys so much for being here. Remember, not only are we on the YouTubes on this VODs channel, I have a main channel where I do a lot of different type of content, mostly survival, so if you're interested, check out that main channel too. Today we put out... It was Surrounded episode 34, I think. The series is only going through episode 35, so if you're the individual who has not watched any of it and don't want to pick up towards the end of it, I only have one more episode that's going to be going up. Spoilers for those of you who have been keeping up with that series. It is almost done. Just in enough time for us to start a brand new server. It's almost like I planned it. I didn't actually plan it, it just kind of happened that way. So, I will see you guys over on the main channel. I will see you guys tomorrow for some Outlast Trials. Thank you guys over on the YouTubes. I will see you then. You have a wonderful day and night, and you guys stay shiny. Bye, YouTubes! Can anyone spare some RAM? I'm running out right now. Brett, what are you doing? There is no reason why you, of all people, should be running out of RAM.